Um, I started homeschooling slash open learning when I was 5. Um, it wasn't really my decision because I was so young. I was just taken out of school. Um, and would you like to share a
Yeah, he was taken out of school. That was our decision as family. Yeah, because I was in the system, and probably that made us uh, come out or take a gap year kind of thing. And yeah, things was taken ahead from there. But yes, it was my decision because he was quite young at that time. He did not decide. I was seeing that competition, what competition is bringing in the child, and even I was one of the person who was being affected by that system. So yeah, nothing against system, but yeah, it was us who was taking the things that way probably. Yeah, so that's how he was out of uh, for a year, and then the journey went ahead. Yes.
Okay, so since then, my life has always revolved. My syllabus and curriculum have always been my interests and stuff like that. So when I was really young, I used to go to the garden with Mama, and she used to read to me, and we used to like just play there. I used to do a lot of puzzles, and then over the years, I have always had like interests which I'm like really into them, and then after a few days, months, or years, I just tucked it out of the end and moved to the next one. So some of them have been puzzles, Legos, swimming, tabla, making circuits, and yeah, solving the Rubik's Cube. But three of them have been consistent all my life till date. Um, One of them is reading. We have a lot of books and a lot of comics, and I love reading. The other one is making up stories in my mind. I still do that, and I love doing that. It's my escape from reality. And the third is art, which like I've been doing since I've been loving since I can remember. Um, huh. So like you can just ask my bed sheets, walls, textbooks, notebooks, and stuff like that. And yes, I used to draw a lot of faces, and mostly faces where and stuff. But by far my longest and biggest interest slash passion has been origami. I did that for 3 or 4 years, and I used to be really into it. I was convinced that I'll become an origamist when I grow up, and I was like totally into it. Then one day, it was my aunt's birthday, and my mom suggested that I should illustrate a book she wrote as a birthday gift. And since then, I just sucked it out of the window and moved on to drawing. And now I'm convinced that I'll become an artist. So we'll see how it goes. Um, so after that, I was doing art like drawing and making comics and stuff like that. And then I in the lockdown I joined Aarohi, the online Aarohi thing, and they like this thing called If It's to Be was made, where people or mainly teens who were passionate about what they did shared their journeys about that. So I presented once in that. And then I joined the design cohort, which is part of the Coversity. Um, so my journey in the design cohort has been a huge thing. And so we did a lot of things. We started by doing like small projects and stuff like that. We also did competitions, and we used to decide what to do together. So it was me and Shreya at that time, and Shreya is another person in the cohorts. And we used to decide what to do together, and yeah, we used to do stuff together. We also built portfolios, um, and then we started applying for internships, and I got an internship in this company called Swacards as a graphic designer, and so that went on for 2 3 months, and that was a chunk of time when I did graphic design. Then the next chunk was illustration. I had gone to this thing in Bhopal. It's Iktara Riya's illustrators meetup, and so after that, there was this chunk of time when I just did illustrations. I illustrated um, oh, my sister.
Okay.
Okay, so I illustrated a poster about Gujarati folk poems for the NGO that Mama is working for. They work in
Community
yeah,
literacy
community
work.
literacy, and so I did that. Now for the past couple of weeks, I've been so there is this person who lives nearby. He's an architect, and he has taught in a lot of universities in the US. And now he's here. He's I think 70 or something. And so I am going to him to learn architecture. And I've also started doing animation for the past couple of days. So I'm imagining this chunk of time of 2 3 months will be animation. And so yeah. Um, we also had in the Coversity, I forgot to mention this. We also had this in-person meetup um, at Aarohi at the campus, and for 6 days. No, yeah, for a week, and yeah, we did stuff together. Like um, we each went into each other's cohorts and did stuff like that. We did projects, and we went to a nearby school to do a learning carnival kind of thing. And we are also going to do um, 3 bootcamps in March and April. Um, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you can say how blasting this.
Yeah. When we met at campus, we literally had like zero time. It was just we were doing all of the things together, and it was amazing. And I hope these bootcamps are also the same.
Mhm. Yeah, that's it. Mm.
Bubble,
Oh,
you want to add whatever
yes,
you want to add?
I was just waiting for him to finish. Yeah. Yeah, so journey, what he has described, like, to, I think am I audible?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, okay. See,
Yes.
I am speaking louder than you. Yeah, so what he mentioned about different, if I start from journey from very initial stage when we just, came out of the system and we just did not know what to do. Like one thing was that for sure that we do not want to follow syllabus for this 1 year. Okay, that was a 1 year gap. And then how we got from one interest to the other interest. So right now what he describes that as hell, there were these many interests, like what is the 10 10 11 interests he described. When he chugged each interest, as parent it was not easy to move on. It's like, as listening to stories, third person, it looks wow, wow, wow. As parent, it was not very easy when your child is, and you are also so much invested, your child is invested, you are investing your time, energy, everything. And then one fine day, your child is telling, okay, I don't want to do this. Now move on. Yeah. So that things were not really very easy. But when I look back today, uh, I see that those um, the the days which the passion full of passion, I would say. The days which were full of passion. Like I have seen when he did this Rubik cube, how many Rubik cube he will break. He will put to make it faster. He will put those greasing inside and all. When he was into Legos and those circuit making, he would till 12 o'clock he would do the same thing at night, midnight. Okay, he would never. I know that how I have also been with him in that journey. So yeah, those were really fantastic days. Right now as well, these days have been very fantastic when seeing your child doing something with 100% full in that thing. The child is in that thing. So that has been very great journey in that case. But where it is left, you know it was really painful uh, to me also to come out of that zone. And but today when I look back, I see that all those small or big span of those passionate days or months or years have made us have made this day when he has gotten into one more thing which he's telling that I want to go into designing. I want to go in deep into designing, where you know I would say that as family we are little, mm, we are so much into it. We are with him and we are detached also, that okay, I am saying, even if somebody asks that okay what he is into, I say that okay, he is into art right now. So that the thing, I feel it it brings courage. It brings, I would say, a fearless mind that okay, right now he is there. And all those days, months, or years have uh, made us learn how to learn. So when he is speaking today, this designing thing, we almost know that okay, how to how to go about it, or probably we feel it right. I don't know if it is right wrong, but we feel it right that okay, there was some chunk. Now we can think, okay, see, we can have our structure well. I would say that, okay, that was a chunk for some graphic designing. Now there is a chunk for some illustrations. Now there is a chunk for animation. And that's how we will go about asking people for help. That is one of the thing which I have got knack on, I would say, as parent, that okay, I keep asking people, okay, will you help? And I would say, whatever door I knock, I always feel like, you know, arms open, that okay, we are really happy to help you kind. And wherever I go, here right now we are living in a very small village of south of Gujarat, in south of Gujarat. And here also we find people who will teach him different things. Yeah. So that has been super amazing. And with that, support of community, which I would say without that, we wouldn't have been here. Especially when he started taking part in cohort, the amount of confidence what I am seeing today in him, you know, not because he's my child, but to a 14-year-old child having this confidence because he has been doing different things. And earlier when we were talking about okay, going to college or no college, and he was like, if at all I want to go to college, I will go for just exploring one more thing. Otherwise I'm not worried about what I will do in life. So I think that has that is a something which he has got from being part of this cohort, where he's thinking that okay, I am in charge, I would say. I am in charge of my own learning journey. I'm in charge of whatever I do in life in further. Okay. So that is something which, whatever months he has, spent in this cohort, I would say that a lot of things, I, as an individual, I wouldn't have been able to inculcate it in our journey, which I would say that this cohort has done with us. Yeah.